Hey, there we go. There we go. Audio is back. Just figured it out. Hello and welcome with audio to the City of Death live community viewing. I'm super excited to watch this episode with all of you. Comment down below if you are watching this on DVD or on VHS or on Gateway Edition VHS or on BritBox. Hey, good to see Banjo Kazooie 59 in the house. Julia Patterson is in the house. So glad to have my sister here watching along with me. Oh My Dinosaur, John Fisher, the Rebel of Time, welcome. Thank you all for being moderators. Caleb Smith, welcome. Welcome to the chat. Hannah from My Love for Doctor Who, John Fisher. Oh My Dinosaur, everybody's here. This is great. I've messaged Evan. Hopefully, he's busy tonight, but we'll be back for some future live streams. So yes, oh good. Patrick Sherwood says, we can hear your amazing voice. Oh, thank you. Hope things are well with you and your family today, Alex. Yes, thank you very much. They are doing well. I am doing well, and I'm just very glad to be here and excited to watch some classic Doctor Who. Banjo Kazooie 59. If you want to be a moderator, comment the word moderator in the chat and let me know. So that way, this so far, yeah, there are a lot of moderators in the chat today. So good to have you all here. I've got my DVD with me today. Oh My Dinosaur says, I got BritBox for this. Sonic Productions says, that's awesome. Oh, wow, thank you. That's amazing. Is it a free trial or did you actually get a subscription? Because that's so amazing. I need to put in my DVD. I think we'll start probably around about 7:05. And that's when we'll start. 7:05 for the UK, 2:05 for EST. I'm going to just put in my DVD now. Got to make sure I'm ready. Otherwise, I'll talk with you guys about the whole thing. Good to see everybody here. The Rebel Time says, hi, Alex. How are you? I'm doing well. How are you? I am not able to watch this story since I can't get it at the moment, but will get it in the future. But I'm getting Season 14 on Blu-ray. That's amazing. Season 14 looks so incredible on Blu-ray. Oh my gosh. That Blu-ray looks spectacular. Woo. Comment down below if you have your Season 14 Blu-ray. Or I saw the Steelbooks and Blu-rays for Series 12 came out today, as well as Doctor Who Magazine 511 with interviews by Russell T Davies and Stephen Moffat. They're interviewing each other about being showrunners. So comment down below if you have any of those lovely new Steelbooks or magazines or, Steelbooks, magazines, Blu-rays, or Blu-rays. Because those sets, oh my gosh, they look amazing. Sonic Production says free trial. OJW says hello. Patrick Sherwood, yes, sure thing. All right. And let's see, we'll do. There we go. Who else? Going into lurk mode, John Fisher says. Caleb says, I wasn't able to pre-order. It went out of stock on Zavi. Oh, no. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, my gosh. I hope that you are able to find a copy. Let's see. I think, have we? Okay, cool. All right. This episode is actually, you're looking at one of the very first, if not the first, classic Doctor Who DVDs I ever bought. This is the oldest one in the collection. It was an only child, and then it got so many siblings, it now doesn't know what to do with itself. Cole Diamond, the Magic Rogues, is watching on VHS. That's awesome. I've got two VHSs with me today. We have the normal City of Death VHS and the City of Death Gateway Collection. It's so weird. This is mirrored. I'm like, okay, there we go. The Gateway Collection, there were 4 releases, supposedly from the best of Tom Baker as Doctor Who. And boy, are they right. This is my favorite Tom Baker episode. I think at the moment certainly is. Michael Steinmates, welcome. Who else is excited? We'll be watching in T-minus 5 minutes. So 5 past the hour, wherever you're watching, is when we're going to get started. Awesome, awesome. Oh, my dinosaur says I was still in school when I got this DVD, so over 10 years ago. It's been watched a lot in that time. That's awesome. So you know what's going on. Jill says BRB grabbing lunch. Lol. Yes. Yes. Comment down below if you have any snacks or if you're eating anything. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna grab a seltzer. Since we have some time, I'm gonna grab a seltzer. All right, I'm back. I've got seltzer and a backup seltzer, so I'm ready to go. I don't have any jelly babies with me. That would be great, but comment down below if you have some jelly babies. Oh, my dinosaur says I have a box of chocolate eggs, but I'm pretty full after my dinner. I ate a lot today. That's right. It's the evening over there, but that sounds cool. Chocolate is always good to have on hand when watching Doctor Who. Aiden Phillips says the first story I bought was either the Invisible Enemy or the Mind Robber. That's cool. That's cool. Either a fourth or a second Doctor one. The Rebel Times says first story on DVD for me is the Macra Terror. That's cool. That's a good one. Banjo-Kazooie 59 says, I've just eaten a few mini rolls, but I'm about to go and get lemonade for the stream. Nice. We needed more lemonade in the Happiness Patrol live stream the other day. That was great. The Robot's Death was mine, OJW says. Am I right by saying that the special edition releases are mainly stories that were released on DVD in the first 5 to 6 years? Yes, you are correct in saying that. Very much so. Yeah, those are the ones that you get, the original releases from 1999 all the way probably up to 2006, or when you get re-releases from. It wasn't necessarily that there was. I'm not entirely sure if there's a rhyme or a reason for all of those special editions coming out when they did, for how they picked the stories, but that is the pattern that comes out, so that's cool. Julia says, I'm back and ready. All same. I've got a leftover Easter egg. Rebtons all sorts says, you guys are making me want chocolate. Oh, my dinosaur says, my first was the New Beginning set. Wow, that must have been. Well, I suppose that wasn't the first episode you watched. I was going to say must have been confusing to just get used to the Doctor and then, boom, regenerates at the end of the episode. You're like, does this happen every episode? Oh, wow. The Rebtons all sorts says, the first classic story I got was The Three Doctors, which I found in a pub, surprisingly. That's a great story to find anywhere. The first story I bought, Cold Diamond the Magic Rogue says, was The Enemy of the World. Julia, what was the first Doctor Who DVD or spinoff you ever had in your collection? Was it the Sarah Jane Adventures? Because you've since given those to me. But what was sort of the first one that you ever bought, even as a gift for me? I don't, I don't remember. I know you've got a 13th Doctor Pop Funko in your Doctor Who collection. That's a video we should do at some point, Julia, when you're back home, just like a Julia's Doctor Who collection. OJW says, Banjo-Kazooie, that's really cool. I got like the Cybermen collection with a rubber black slipcase with all the first Cybermen stories released on DVD. That is a very rare set, OJW. That's amazing. Dang. All right. T minus 1 minute. We are going to start at 2:05, 5 past. Get your play buttons ready. Get your DVDs and VHSs ready. We are starting in 1 minute. So T minus 1 minute. Julia says, I'm pretty sure that's all I had, the Sarah Jane Adventures. Yes, and then you kindly gave those to me. And they are part of the collection now. All right, it's 2:05. Press play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play. Here we go. City of Death. It's the theme. It's the theme. Cold Diamond the Magic Rogue says, I have the Gateway tape, so I don't think it's super rare. It's not super rare. It's rare in that there were only 4 of them made, but they weren't like limited or anything, I don't think. But it's cool because it's the closest thing you have to like a second release for a VHS or a special edition release for a VHS. All right, I hope you started. All right, such a fun little miniature set. It's so cool. Scaroth. Banjo-Kazooie 59 says, that intro always reminds me of the Doctor Who special effects vinyl/CD. Ooh, that's cool. Caleb Smith says, this is my first time watching the story. That's amazing. It's a great one. This is a gorgeous Molo shot on my dinosaur, it says, right? Oh boy, here it goes, here it goes. Have you started yet, Julia? Oh boy, it's taken off. Julia says, I would love to see Romana come back with the 13th Doctor. That would be an amazing pairing. That would be so cool. Aiden Phillips says, I got my DVD for this one, so hopefully there isn't any ads. No, there shouldn't be. Other than at the very beginning, when you plug in the DVD. Oh, my dinosaur says, one of the Jaggeroth voices over the radio is Tom Chadban, who plays Duggan. That was a cool model shot. It exploded. Really, really cool. City of Death is just a brilliant story. Here we have the second Romana and Tom Baker actual location filming, which is so rare for Doctor Who, as in actually going to another country and filming there. It's more common now, obviously, but back in classic Doctor Who, you know. A bouquet. Dan Johnson, good to see you. Thanks for popping by. Look forward to seeing you soon. Yes, Reptan, good reminder, no spoilers for the story, because we have some new first-time viewers. But do be careful in the chat. Let's not be ostentatious. It's great. Oh, I love that little, the artwork, the paint pen that the Doctor has in this episode. It's so cool. Oh, my dinosaur is his first story to film abroad. I think they only did it 3 times in the Classics run. We'll probably do 5 minutes between each episode because we have some people watching on BritBox, and I want to make sure we're all synced up. I'm not going to start without Julia this time. I'll try not to. The music in this is just a joy to listen to, as is the dialogue. You're going to see just every line is just practically poetry in it. It's just so well written by David Agnew, which is not an actual person. David Agnew was a pseudonym for David Fisher, Douglas Adams, and Graham Williams. I've never noticed that badge he has. Rip Tens All Sorts says, yeah, it's a lovely little badge. Sixth Doctor wasn't the only one with badges. Julia says, lol, that was us crossing the street in New York. Yes, yes, right. I could barely keep up with you. Wouldn't it be nice to have a sponsor for, I will shortly need a great deal more. It's just me telling my parents about my Doctor Who collecting and how I need funds for it. Who else can relate to that? I need a patron like the Count to just fund my Doctor Who collecting. Banjo-Kazooie 59 says, the music in this reminds me of Shada. Yeah, it's both are in season 17, so that makes sense. Aiden Phillips says, so sad seeing Notre Dame after it has been burned. Yeah. Wow. I love the Count's outfit in this. The green scarf and the green pocket square. It's just great. Oh, this is great. Oh no. Just ruined the sketch. OJW says, that reminds me my Shada disc has gone missing. Like my Series 1 Volume 2, there's a DVD thief in our midst. Oh no. Oh gosh. That's you need to find out who's doing that. Oh my gosh. We can't have that. We can't have DVDs going missing. Oh boy. Some just classic sound effects. I wonder if they sell prints of this, because I would buy that artwork. I'm sure somebody's done it in Etsy. Julia Patterson, artists, lol. Oh, the crack in time. Is that a foreshadowing for Series 5? Aiden Phillips says, I've recreated this picture on the back of a Mona Lisa postcard. That's amazing. Can you send me a picture? That sounds awesome. I love this episode. Oh, now his scarf and pocket square look blue. In any case, I like it. Does anybody have the action figure set of this from City of Death? today. I love Kerensky. Poor guy. Worked so hard. Clayton Hickman might? Oh, that's cool. Computer pictures. We're on holiday. I love this music. Could listen to it all day. Does anybody know when the next Big Finish fan writing competition is? And yeah, I have this set. If it's the one I think you mean, yeah. I don't know when the next one is. Let's see. Yeah, it's an annual one, but I forget when it was in past years. Braxiatel, they expand his character. And I think the Gallifrey audios. That's cool. The Mona Lisa. Quite good. Them gawp, let them gape. It's great. I think August is. That's when when one of the announcements was. So I'm thinking fall time. It's super fun to see Paris in the 80s, Julia says. Right? Right? Oh, this is great. I've crunched the numbers. The 1 million francs Scarleone gave Kerensky is equal to about £500,000 in today's money. Whoa! That's a lot of money. Oh, my dinosaurs has never noticed the Braxiatel name drop before, right? Julia says, has anyone been to the Louvre? I am pretty sure our parents went on their honeymoon. Yeah, comment down below. That would be so cool. Oh my gosh. All right. Patrick Short says, here are the episodes we were going to have a special edition release but never did. They are the Dalek Invasion of Earth, The Mind Robber, Nothing for the Third Doctor, Genesis of the Dalek, City of Death, Earthshock, The Mark of the Rani, and Ghostlight and the Curse of Fenric. All of those stories need special editions. Stat, especially Dalek Invasion of Earth, and Genesis, Earthshock, obviously. Aiden Phillips says the Louvre is way more crowded than in this story. Yes. Yes. OJW says, Julia, yeah, I went for French photography and then got lost in the French catacombs. That's awesome. I mean, not the getting lost part, but like the... Oh, my dinosaur says, we nearly got a Genesis special edition. Oh, I would have loved to have had that. Yeah, you've got quite a few Genesis releases in your collection, don't you? Julia says, sounds like the beginning of an Indiana Jones adventure, OJW. Lol. Yeah, it does. I want Binging with Babish to do that entire menu order that the Count just gave to Kerensky. I think that season 12 counts as a special edition. Yeah. It's definitely the closest thing we'll get. Poor Kerensky. Oh, I'm gonna... Oh, I'm being followed. I'm going to share a link in the chat for a Geek's Handbag video where he goes to the City of Death locations, recreates some awesome pictures and stuff. Highly recommend. Julia Patterson says, I appreciate sleep. This is my motto as a student, right? Caleb Smith says, favorite line, the whole world took a funny turn. Red Tens All Sorts says, wasn't Julian Glover in Bond? Yeah, I believe so. Julian Glover is a very famous actor. Let's see. Yes, was in James Bond for Your Eyes Only. Played Walter Donovan in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Voiced the giant spider Aragog in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Was General Maximilian Veers in The Empire Strikes Back. And he was also King Richard in Doctor Who The Crusade. Julia says, I like this piano melody. I wish there was sheet music, right? Red Tens All Sorts says, Binging with Babish is awesome, right? Patrick George says, I don't know why I saw the list on a forum from a person who works as part of the Doctor Who DVD range, but I don't know why they never released it when they released a list online, but never the DVDs. Yeah, interesting. Caleb says, when is the season 17 box set coming? It would be cool to have it in on Blu-ray. I think it's going to be one of the seasons soon. It's going to be a big one because of City of Death, but overall, I don't think it's as well loved as season 13 or 14. So I think it might come soon. As in one of the next 2 Tom Baker sets whenever they release those. OJW says, I love it when I go on Amazon, the 4th Doctor Time Capsule is still made in full stock, yet there's only 5,000 ever made. Wow. The dialogue is just great in this. It's dug in. Aiden Phillips says, I made a similar video to the Geese handbag video. Ooh. I'll have to check that out. Reasons. This set is crazy. Send me a link to that video you made, Aiden. I want to check it out. Oh, my dinosaur says they're really getting the most out of the location here, right? Oh, my dinosaur says Mark Aries wrote a score for Shada that was very reminiscent of the music in this, without just being the same tune. At least I think it was Mark Aries. So my dinosaur says, let's find out. What? Let's see. Composer. Yeah, that's very discreet there. Let me see. Incidental music was by Dudley Simpson in this episode. It was great fun going to those locations. Aiden Phillips says, that sounds like a ton of fun. Benji59 says, I love Douglas Adams' writing here. By chance, I was just listening to The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy earlier. That's awesome. Oh, my dinosaur says it was Dudley Simpson. He did most of the 70s stories, but this was probably his best work. Julius Patterson says, the dude with beret, so cliche French. That's hilarious. OJW says, my dream last night actually managed to scare me. I had it written down so I can use it for the next Big Finish writing competition, because it even has a resolution to the whole plot. I'm weird in parentheses. That's great to have a full story, or at least a plot resolution come to you in a dream. Caleb says, what is the weirdest Doctor Who monster in your opinion? Oh, it's got to be the Absorbalaugh, surely. Julia says, I love Hitchhiker's Guide so much. What's your favorite film/TV adaptation? My favorite, Banjo-Kazooie says, is still the radio series, but the 1980 TV series comes in a close second. Patrick Sherwood says, it's like saying that in the UK we got revisitations box sets with 3 stories and special edition releases, and originally the second Doctor box set was going to have Carnival of Monsters, Vengeance on Varos, and Resurrection of the Daleks, but Vengeance was swapped out with the Seeds of Death. Didn't know why, but it was luckily because we did get a Vengeance on Varos special edition DVD later. Yeah. Karen Carter in the stream, welcome. Did you watch The Ready Room when you watched Picard? Asking Julia. I know for a fact that she did. The Absorbalaugh scared me more than the Weeping Angels, Hayden Phillips says. Right? This is such a great story. Julie says, yes, I watched all of them. I love Will Wheaton. Wheaton is the best. Julie says, honestly, Cassandra was pretty strange as much as I loved her plot. Yeah, comment down below with who you think the strangest Doctor Who monster is. The sets are great in this. That butler. Oh, my dinosaur says, so clean he stinks. That line is right out of a film noir. Right? Sounds like something Frobisher would say. Aiden Phillips says, the Patang? Yeah, that was pretty strange. Karen Carter says, Douglas Adams also wrote Shada. He didn't like it, but I love it. I love the novelization. I think Gareth Roberts did a brilliant job working with the Douglas Adams script and fleshing it out. Loved it. Oh my gosh. One of my favorite Doctor Who books. Oh, my dinosaur is the strangest Doctor Who monster for a loud classic than Taran Woodbeast. Yeah. Karen Carter's the strangest monster, Autons. Oh! Whoa! Cliffhanger! Julie says, yeah, she is super dynasty. Count Julian Glover, Countess Catherine Schell, Duggan, Tom Chadman, Kerensky, David Graham, Herman, Kevin Flood. It's great. This is a great cast. Evolution of the Daleks, Jessica says, did a really nice job with the creepy factor. Yeah, right? Welcome to the live stream, Jessica. We've just finished up part 1 of City of Death. We're gonna give it a couple of minutes and then dive in once everybody's ready. Banjo-Kazooie says, woo! Banjo-Kazooie is singing the theme song. This is great. Good to see you, OJW. Keep growing your knowledge collection and connection. Hopefully we'll see you very, very soon. All right. We're going to wait until about 3 minutes past, and then we will start the next episode just to give everybody a chance to catch up. Yeah, 5 past. 5 minutes past. 2:35, we will, 7:35, depending on where you are, 2:35, we will watch the next part. Because I'm not starting without Julia. 5-minute break. 2:35 is when we're going to start, or 7:35, aka 5 minutes from now. Patterson says, Alex, why do you think the War Games and the Talents of Wang Chiang special editions was the only 2 DVDs to ever have 3 discs when lots of other amazing stories could have had 3 discs? I have no idea. I think the War Games had 3 discs because it's like 10 episodes long, plus all the special features. I don't think there was any way they were going to fit it on 2 discs. Talons, I don't know. You have other 6-part stories that are 2 discs, so I don't know why those are particularly longer than others, but yeah, it's... Banjo-Kazooie59 says, we still need Alex Patterson's autograph. I'm going to start a petition. You guys are so nice. Anything I sign just immediately plummets in value, but wow. You guys are awesome. 2:30, yep, we'll start at 7:35 for part 2. Dr. Ethan HD, hello. How are you? Glad to have you here in HD. This is City of Death. It's a great story. Absolutely love it. This DVD release has the 1980 Doctor Who annual, which is quite cool. So, I mean, I can't wait for season 17 to come out on Blu-ray, to have this story on Blu-ray. I'm not a huge fan of season 17 in general. I still enjoy it, but it's just not my favorite Tom Baker season. But City of Death, whew, my word, probably my all-time favorite 4th Doctor story. Comment down below with your top 5 4th Doctor stories. I think mine would have to be City of Death, Robots of Death, Genesis. Ooh, the Ribos operation is up there, but as well as Logopolis. But I think that I would have to give it to Ark in Space and The Deadly Assassin, Terror of the Zygons. So many good ones. I'm back and ready, lol. Says Julia, good. I'm not starting without you. We'll start at 2:35 EST or 7:35 BST. Rep10's all sorts says I'll sign it 100 times until Alex accepts it. Oh, you guys are amazing. Aiden Phillips says, would they include all versions of Shada on Blu-ray? That would be great. I would think that, we'll see what they do for the season 17 release. I hope that they do. I'm a fan of getting as many features, as many versions onto the Blu-ray releases so that they really are just the definitive release, Red Tens All Sorts says, I've got a very strange book of Shada other than novelization, which is the serial 5M script book. It has no ISBN or anything. It's very peculiar. Send me a picture of that on Twitter. That would be cool. Yeah, I want to check that out. It's not the scripts guide, is it? Oh, my dinosaur says, as much as it's become a bit of a running gag in my life, Genesis is still my favorite Doctor Who story, and by extension, my favorite Tom Baker story. That is a great one, and you have many different ways to watch that. That's so fun. Hashtag don't start without Julia, Banjo-Kazooie59 says. Yes, we won't. T-minus 1 minute, and then we're starting part 2. It's going to be, this is a fun one. Julia, this isn't your first time. Is it? Karen Carter says, I have Alex Patterson's autograph. Aha, yes, you do. You do. It's I signed I didn't write the letter by hand because I have terrible. Well, my handwriting's already just takes ages if I try and do it really well. So I typed out that letter and then for the giveaway and then signed it. So yes. No particular order. Caleb says Robot, the Towns of Wing Chang, Logopolis, the Ribos Operation, Terror of the Zygons. Glad to see some love for the Ribos Operation. Julia says I should get Alex to start signing autographs and then hawk them. Yes. Oh gosh, I'm still not sure you would make any profit at all, but Julie says, no, I love this one. I've seen it more than once. That's what I thought. All right, 2:35, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, press play. This is not Julia's first time seeing this. I didn't think so, but I could have been fooled. I need a list of stories you haven't seen, Julia. Which we'll have to figure that out at some point. Hit play, everybody. Karen Cody says you could pay your way through college doing that. If only. Oh, wow. If only. The Ribos Operation is very underrated. Oh, my Dinosaur says, thank you. Thank you. I think so. Aiden Phillips says, City of Death, Pyramids of Mars, and Keeper of Traken. Oh, nice. Some love for the Keeper of Traken. Nice. Red 10 says, The Deadly Assassin, City of Death, Genesis of the Daleks, and Horror of Fang Rock are my favorite ones of the ones I've seen. Ooh, Horror of Fang Rock is a great one. We should do that for a live stream. Da-da-dum. Whoa. Let's zoom in on the eye. Caleb Smith, this is my first live stream with you. Welcome. Welcome. So glad to have you here. So good to be live and watching some Tom Baker with all of you. This is such fun. Joey Patterson says, that would be interesting. I feel like I've seen most of them. I think I've seen the most of 3, 5, and not 6 and 7. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we should figure that out. Benjamin Kazoo 59 says, Alex, the aim is not to make profit. We don't care if it devalues a picture, because for us, it revalues it, upvalues it. That's very kind of you to say. Thank you. It's so weird to think anybody would want my autograph. It's so strange, but so amazing. You guys are awesome. Karen Carter says, Julie Patterson, who's your favorite doctor/master? Ooh, I want to know this. That's a cool set. So much gold in this room. Our two lines of work dovetail beautifully. It's such a great line. Probably. The doctor is great. Count Carter says, Alex, is Tony feeling better? Yes, he's not back to 100%, but he is able to eat more, and he looks like he's on the up. So he's doing better. So thank you so much for asking. We're glad to see progress. And Philip says that door was closed for construction when I visited it last year. Yeah. Oh no, that's a very iconic location from this scene. Ah. Caleb Smith says favorite William Hartnell season. Season 2 is mine. Oof. I feel like because of the Dalek's master plan, I would love season 3 the most. But I think for now it's season 1. Season 1. All sorts of alarms go off. It disturbs the concentration. Great line. Oh, it's great. Season 2 is great, though. Dalek's invasion of Earth is great. The chase is amazing. And the Time Meddler. So many great ones. Banjo-Kazooie59 says, my favorite of William Hartnell has to be the first season. Aiden Phillips says, I agree, season 2 is the best. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Duggan just picking up a priceless antique. Julie says, Karen Carter, I love Jodie Whittaker, David Tennant, and John Pertwee, and everyone else is in second. I really do love them all. That's amazing. Good choices there. Good choices. And Julia says, my favorite Master is Missy, and I think that Anthony Ainley Master from the 80s. Yes. Banjo-Kazooie59 says, the only William Hartnell episodes I haven't watched are the season 4 ones. War Machines is good, as is 10th Planets. Favorite Patrick Troughton? Caleb Smith says 6 for me. I think it's... Ooh. Oh, I love the Moonbase and Tomb, so that might make it... Oh, dang it. I'm split between 5 and 4. Sorry, not 6. 5, I think, if I had to pick. But I love the Moonbase to pieces. Oh, but the War Games and the Invasion are 2 brilliant ones. How about you guys? Favorite Troughton season? Oh, wow. It is an interesting copy. It doesn't... Oh, wow. That's a unique book. Wow. Patrick Sherwood said, no particular order. Robot Terror, The Zygons, Deadly Assassins. Sunmakers is a great one. City of Death. And I have to give a bonus love to The Brain of Morbius. It's the first one of Tom's I ever saw. That's a good one to start. Aiden Phillips says, Julia, great to see some appreciation for Jodie. She deserves more love. Yes, she does. Karen Carter says, I haven't seen 10th Planet. Isn't that when the first Doctor... Yes, that is. That is absolutely correct. Julia Patterson says, right. She's done such a great job. I do think Romana should come back now that you say that, Julia, for Series 13. Oh, my dinosaur says, Duggan lights a lamp in front of the Doctor and the light comes from behind him. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's just the magic of movie making. It's too bad that the Doctor and Romana never get a proper vacation. It seems like they're awesome. What is the word I'm looking for? Often, if I can speak, they're often looking for a vacation. Alex McDowell says, I wish Duggan had become a companion. Right? Julie says, also, we need more Captain Jack with Jodie. Right? Caleb Smith says, favorite John Pertwee season 10 is mine. Oh, that's great. You can't... I think season 10, but season 11 is a very close second. Yeah. Well, I mean, season 7 is good too. But I think Green Death and the Three Doctors are such classics. And Philip says, yes, I hope Jack is in Revolution. That would be amazing. Great music in this. Great music. He's just... Kerensky doesn't notice him. Ta-dum. This is great. He's got his meal. Oh no, that's not his meal. That's his experiment. This is great. Banjo Kazooie says, I was a bit disappointed with the return of Captain Jack. He could have at least been a captain for one episode. Julia says, I really thought he would have more to do with the episode finale than he did. Seemed like John Barrowman is totally down for it too, right? Karen Carter says, which Romana do you like better? Romana the first. Although, I never, I've always just preferred Romana the first better from the Key to Time. But I think reading the novelization of City of Death, that really increased my appreciation of Romana the second. Love them both, but the Doctor's so funny in this. But yeah, first Romana, Mary Tam. Aiden Phillips says, I'd probably go with season 10 as my favorite Pertwee season. I love me some Carnival. Anthony Williams says, hello, welcome to the stream. Caleb Smith says, my favorite Tom Baker is season 14. Oof, that's a good one. I love Robots of Death. That's a good one. Ooh, favorite Fourth Doctor season. That's a tough one. Season 13 is great. It's definitely a Sarah Jane and Fourth Doctor season. I love them both equally, Julia says. They're both very good. Who's booked? Sorry I'm late. Not watching City of Death today, but came to chat about Who. That's great. Both things are happening. Glad to have you here. Banjo Kazooie 59 says, I'm a bit off topic here, but does anyone know why Jackie Lane Dodo has never done Big Finish? The problem is that for the same reason that Jackie Lane hasn't wanted to return to Doctor Who, she hasn't really done many interviews about it. But I think it had something to do with just her. She doesn't want to. So yeah, that's sadly the case. Anthony Williams, I'm late. That's okay. What is it? A wizard is never late. He arrives precisely when he means to. A Time Lord is never late. It's okay. Glad to have you here. Karen Carter says the Lala Ward, who played the second Romana, was married to Tom at one point, yes. Caleb Smith says, my favorite for the Fifth Doctor is season 19. Oh, but season 20 is pretty good. Season 21, though, has Frontios, Caves, Resurrection. I've just reversed the polarity. I didn't think the Doctor said that in City of Death. I didn't think this episode could get any better. Patrick Sherwood says, which Tom Baker outfit do you prefer him in as the 12th Doctor, as season 12 to 17, or 18 as a one-off costume? I prefer the season 12 to 17 costume, but I love me that long season 18 scarf. It's like a blanket. The one my mom knitted for me was just like a huge blanket. Duggan knocking people out. Aiden Phillips says, I wish I had curly hair like Tom. Oh, right. Reb Thames also says, I've been listening to my Evil of the Daleks final that I got for my birthday last year, and it's amazing. That's awesome. Caleb Smith is sick this season 23. Oh, I think season 22 for me. Vengeance, 2 Doctors. Patrick Sherwood, I think that would be my favorite, but I think that this would be my favorite, but I also have the soft spot for season 18, right? Like, what would a third outfit for the Fourth Doctor have looked like? Can you imagine? This is great. Adam Tyler Fishwick in the house. Good evening, everyone. How are you? We're watching City of Death. What are some of your favorite Fourth Doctor stories, Adam? And Philip says the closest hairdo who companion I have at the moment is Adric. That's, I had the Adric hair for a little while growing this out. And now I'm not sure whose hair I have. I'm getting down to 8th Doctor hair length, which is great. 7th Doctor, all of them. Oh, how could I choose? Season 20. How do you pick a favorite 7th Doctor season? Because Battlefield is in 26. And, I mean, season 25 is pretty good. But it doesn't have Paradise Towers. Or afternoon, depending on where you are in the world, Adam. Yes. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Patrick Jerwood says, I love how between season 12 to 17, the scarf gets longer and longer as the years go on with him as the Doctor. Yes, it did. It got stretched, and they had to keep coming up with excuses to cut off a bit in a sword fight here, and a bit in another episode there. The towns of Wang Chiang, Adam Time Lord Fishwick says, right? Adam Time Lord Fishwick says it was great to chat with you last night. Yes, it was. I enjoyed hearing your impressions of all the Doctors. Paradise Towers, same, Caleb Smith says. Oh, my dinosaur says, I'm very gradually growing my hair from season 20 Tegan to season 20 Nissa. I'm a fair way along on that. Nice. I love 25 and 26 equally. Banjo Kazooie 59 says. Adam Time Fishwick says, I'm just stroking my steelbooks, Alex. Adam showed me all of the steelbooks that he has. Oh my gosh, you have so many. I'm just a little bit jealous. Again, it's great. Oh gosh, the whole set wobbles a little bit. And Philip says, oh my dinosaur, I love your Clara cosplay. Love a good Clara cosplay. Clara is... I think the definition of an underrated companion. Like, overly underrated, sadly, you know. Well, good to see some Clara love. And I'm amazed Tom Baker kept playing the Doctor after he broke his clavicle. Right. He did. He loved it. Has anyone got Series 12 and Season 14 on Blu-ray? I have. Whose Book says yes. They just recently, the Steelbook Blu-ray and DVD for Series 12 came out, and the Season 14 Blu-ray also came out recently. So comment down below if you have any of those. I love this scene of the Doctor opening up all of the Mona Lisas. It's great. Aiden Phillips says, whose books I have both. Caleb Smith says, I'm envious of the UK. I was only able to get the season 26 box set before it was too late. Yes. Ugh. It bugs me that they're limited. It's like, I'm a collector. I enjoy having value in my collection, but like, come on. So many people are sad as a result of them being limited. Patrick Sherwood says, my favorite line from City of Death is when Tom Baker says, what a wonderful butler, he's so violent. Banjo Kazooie 59 says, there are a few really good video essays on YouTube about Clara. It's one of my favorite outfits in general. Oh, my dinosaur says, it's my only decent cosplay I have. I love a good go-to cosplay. Mine would be the Fifth Doctor for sure. I don't see the Fifth Doctor a lot at conventions, so I enjoy cosplaying him. Caleb Smith says, I was determined to get Sylvester McCoy. I'm glad you got that one. That's a good one. Red10's All Sorts says, is there anywhere where I can still get season 14? I would look at Argos. That's ARGOS.co.uk. I think that's sort of the last holdout of any possibility other than like, overpriced listings on eBay or maybe on Facebook Marketplace. There needs to be a spin-off with Duggan. Adam Tumblr Fishwick says, yes, right? Right? Patrick Sherwood? My favorite line from the story? Oh. I love the our lines of work dovetail beautifully line. As well as, what a wonderful butler. He's so violent. The other Mona Lisa. His costume is just great in this episode. Clara was my first companion. Caleb says Clara was the first companion that me and my family watched as the episodes came out on TV. We started with Asylum of the Daleks. I mean, technically it was Amy and Rory. But Clara was in that episode as well. So yeah, that was technically Amy and Rory. Red10's All Sorts says it is sold out on Argos. Before it did, it said you couldn't ship to my address for some reason. That's weird. Oh no, not... Oh, that vase was expensive. Probably. Ming vase, second dynasty, yes. Hello, 11:45. Caleb Smith says Bill Potts was the first I watched live on TV. Nice. Banjo Kazooie 59 says Red10 Argos does it all the time when something is sold out, but they don't want to say it is. Oh. Hannah in the chat, welcome. Oh, is that a bassoon? It's a low wind instrument, whatever it is. Hey, there's the TARDIS. Whose book says my favorite line from Classic Who's, you can't rewrite history, not one line. And Philip says, I've literally been watching Doctor Who since I was a baby. My parents told me ever since Dalek, they would keep me up and watch it together. That is so cool. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Ooh, I love the music. This cello in the background is giving me Picard vibes. Oh, my dinosaur says, first Doctor Who episode I saw live was Aliens of London. So Rose was my first companion. That's awesome. Leonardo. Caleb Smith says my profile pic is based off of the collection box set. That is a cool profile pic. It's very small, but what I can make out of it is very cool. 11:45 says, Alex, do you know who Mr. Blobby is? I think so, but I don't really I know it's a UK character that you sort of part of the culture. So I think just because of my interaction with so many British fans of Doctor Who that I know who that is. But Banjo Kazooie 59 says, sadly, I know who Mr. Blobby is. Anyway, back to Doctor Who. Red10's All Sorts says, I started watching Doctor Who in 2013, where my mom and I binged series set 1 to 7. Wow, that's amazing. I love the music from City of Death, whose book says, right? Da, 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 da. This is such a great reveal. Love the outfit. Cliffhanger! Whoa. Oh my gosh. All right. We're going to start the next episode. And at exactly on the hour, we're going to start the next episode. So make sure you're caught up. We'll resync up. exactly on the hour. I will do a countdown and then we'll watch part 3. Exactly on the hour. Karen Carter says, where does your grandma get the jelly babies? Online, Amazon. Julia says, do woo. Adam Time Official says, I started watching Doctor Who since Series 1. That's amazing. So on the hour, we will be watching part 3. So get ready. Less than a minute to go. Get it all lined up on your BritBoxes, on your DVDs. Fast forward to the right place. We will be starting the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play. Going straight into the next one. Reb 10, I'm going to make a milkshake. That sounds great. What flavor? Milkshake and custard? Fish sticks and custard milkshake? Whose Book says, my first live story was the 11th hour. My cousin made me re-watch it. And I've loved it. And I've been watching Doctor Who ever since. That's awesome. My Dinosaur says, it's really weird. Peter Halliday looks short next to Tom here. But in the Invasion of Remembrance of the Daleks, he looks very tall. I guess it's down to the height of the Doctor he's next to, right? Tom Baker was very tall. Tom Baker is 6'3". Julia, are you with us? Are you synced up? We're at the beginning of... We're 1 minute into episode 3. Peter Davison Cosmic Chocolate Milkshake, Aiden Phillips says. That sounds great. Reb 10's also says, that sounds great, but raspberry and blueberry. Ooh. I've got my raspberry seltzer. Not a sponsor. Oh boy. Who is this? I had not heard that, Karen. I had not. I'm synced up, Julia Patterson says. Caleb says, I'm impressed with the remastering of TNG. Oh. Now that you've mentioned Star Trek The Next Generation, you'll get Julia going. I love me some Star Trek. Tom Baker is not as tall as his scarf is long, Karen Carter says. That is true. That is very true. Just sets off the alarm. Duggan is something of a brute force kind of guy, you know? And Philip says, when do you think we'll get another Blu-ray announcement? Ooh. They've just released one, so I would say hopefully soon. But I don't know if things have slowed down with production. I think it'll be season 20 next. What do you guys think what Blu-ray box set do you guys want to see come out next for Tom Baker, specifically? Magic Kazooie 59 says, TNG remastering was great. I wish they could do it for DS9 and Voyager as well. I hope that they do. Caleb Smith says, Romana looks wonderful for her age, right? Julia says, definitely next. I think I'm going to watch Discovery. I haven't seen it yet. Aiden, I think this month or next, Whose Books guesses. Yeah, within the next 2 months. DS9 and Voyager, Oh My Dinosaur says, have a lot more low-def CGI that is on it at the video level, so a lot more work to remaster than TNG. Yeah. Rebel of Time says, hey everyone, I'm finally back. I was playing with my classmates some Fortnite. Nice, how did you do? And Philip says, Julie, have you seen Picard? I have seen Picard. Loved it. Season 16 for Tom, quarter 12 says. So, season 16 next. That would be amazing. I love season 16. Love me some season 16. Aiden Phillips says, I'd love to see season 13. That would be great. Whose book says season 20? I've heard rumors that season 2 is going to get a release. That would be cool. The Rebel of Time, how are we all feeling? I'm doing all right. How is everybody doing? Hope you're all keeping well. Will Delight 44 says, I ordered the 2 Tom Baker sets before quarantine. I got them non-delivery, if I can speak, because I'm a quick bus ride away. But I'm glad everyone is safe and healthy. That sounds awesome. Nice. Banjo-Kazooie says, yeah, I've heard that it would cost more to remake it in live action than to remaster. Oh gosh. There's some tests of online of AI remastering. Yeah, right? Karen Carter says, do you pronounce Data like Picard or like Dr. Catherine Pulaski pronounces it? Data. This is a fun story. Oh, that box. What box? Julie Patterson says, Karen Carter, great question. Definitely like Picard. Although I feel Pulaski gets too much hate, lol. But she pronounced Data wrong. Yeah, she did get a lot of hate, which is sad. Caleb Smith said there should have already been one because usually it's announced 1 week before the release. Yeah, we're overdue. Whose book says doing well in lockdown here in UK, watching, reading, and listening to Doctor Who. Same. What are you reading? What are you listening to? I've been catching up on Big Finish main ranges. I'm up to 14 in. I'm up to the Holy Terror. And I'm almost done reading the Crusaders Target novelization by David Whitaker. Really enjoying that. Julie Patterson says, I'm glad the team got Gates McFadden back. They didn't appreciate her enough, and I want her to come back for Picard, right? I see your point. Puns. Gotta love them. Aiden Phillips says, I'm sleeping, eating, and smelling Doctor Who too. Nice. Nice. Oof. Reading some Target books. Whose book says that's awesome. And listening to some 10th Doctor adventures from Big Finish. Nice. I'm reading some Target books too. I'm making my way through the first Doctor ones. I've read the Daleks, the Dalek Invasion of Earth, the Web Planet, and I've got 1 chapter left of the Crusaders. Gates has said on Twitter, Julia says she wants to come back, so that's something. Lol, yeah. Oh, my dinosaur says they had a lot of trouble getting this Polaroid camera to work. I love the voiceover with Tom Baker. This is a food. Oh, my dinosaur says, and also not getting the thumb screws later to fall apart. Julie Patterson says, this is a fake, iconic, right? Patrick Short says, Doctor Who has been in my life for 15 years. That's amazing. I think it's been... Oof. a decade for me. Yeah. At least 12 years, maybe. Yeah, Julia, I think we were 10. 10 when Dad first introduced us to it. 10 or 11, which would make it 11 or 12 years. Who are the Jaggeroth? Who indeed? It's the Jaggeroth who need all the chickens, is it? Great line. 5 years for me, Caleb says. I started watching Doctor Who 15 years ago, oh my dinosaur, he says. Yeah, I mean, that's 2005. Gosh, 15 years ago. Patrick Stewart, Alex, this live stream is a fake. Oh, that's great. Julia says, that's interesting. I didn't think about it that way. I just feel the writers didn't craft it well. Because by that point, Data was already so accepted, even though it was only season 2, yeah. Though my first exposure was the first Cushing movie, so about 18 years ago, oh my dinosaur says. Hayden Phillips says, I guess 15 years last Thursday. That's awesome. What's everyone watching The City of Death on? VHS or DVD? Whose book says, or BritBox? I'm watching on DVD, but of course I also have the the VHS, and the VHS. There's the two of them. Brilliant. Brilliant story. Duggan just smashes the bottle on the table. Banjo Kazooie 59 says, my first exposure to Doctor Who was Fear Her and the Inuit's Lantern. Wow. So season 2, David Tennant. Series 2. DVD, Aiden Phillips says, nice. Oh, I should have brought my Region 2 City of Death DVD. Oh, and I have it. Oh, no, it's not a... Wow, yeah. So I have it on Region 4. I forget if I still... No, I don't have it on Region 4 anymore. But I have it on Region 2 and Region 1. I did have it on Region 4 at one point, but I gave it away. I'm watching on BritBox, Julie says, but my free trial ends on Thursday, sad face. Yeah, we'll have to see. It'd be cool for you to have BritBox. Ainville says, you can't make an omelet without breaking eggs. Julie Patterson says, a pile of broken crockery, lol, right? And an unconscious chef. Banjo Kazooie 59 says, a friend lent me the DVD as a way of introducing me to Doctor Who. That's awesome. Caleb Smith says, my first Doctor Who episode seen, mine was Asylum of the Daleks, and I didn't find out till a few years later that it was Doctor Who. Oh, wow. Asylum of the Daleks is the first one we watched live on TV as a family. Julie Patterson says that robe is something else, right? Whose book says, because I've got series 11 and 12 on Blu-ray, might do a 13th Doctor marathon tomorrow. That's awesome. Jay McKishan says, welcome to the chat. I started watching Doctor Who in 1980 in New Jersey. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. What was the first episode you watched? Like that? That's so cool. I can't remember quite what first episode I watched. It probably was Rose. But I don't remember specifically watching that. Simple. I'm a Time Lord. That's how it works. Patrick Sherwood says, my first new Who story I've seen was Rose, but for classic it was The Five Doctors. Oh, that just went away. Why did that go away? Huh. The Doctor Who Guide. Have you watched all of Doctor Who? Basically, I haven't listened to all of Doctor Who, and I might not have watched Power of the Daleks all the way through. But and I haven't seen Shada yet, so almost all of it. Just finished making my milkshake. I had to make it whilst holding my laptop connected to my headphones Rep 10. Oh wow, that must have been a balancing act. Well done. Well done. Patrick Sherwood says, my first new Who story I saw was Rose, but for classic, it was The Five Doctors. I think I know Rose was my first new Who, but I don't remember the classics. But I think it was The Five Doctors. Well, that's cool. Whose Book says, do you have BBC America on your TV here in the UK? We have BBC One. Yes, BBC America would be the channel that you would watch Doctor Who on. It was that. And then they used to show repeats of it on PBS a lot. Back in the day, but I don't think that they do anymore. But a lot of people in the US got into classic Doctor Who from PBS reruns. We are 16 minutes into part 3. And Philip says, I wish I lived in Scarleone's chateau, right? I'm not paid to notice. And then doesn't notice. Banjo Kazooie 59 says, Whose Books? I think that the BBC will start rerunning Classic Who because of the lockdown. That would be amazing. They need to do another like Twitch live stream. Like that was so much fun. Helen Serene, I can't remember my first story. Probably a Tom Baker serial watching on PBS as a child. Nice. Nice. That's how a lot of people get into it. And Philip says they showed season 2 to 4 on Disney XD in 2015. Oh My Dinosaur says the first classic story I watched was Castrovalva. Then immediately after I watched Logopolis. I don't do things the obvious way. we have a friend of ours watched the Lord of the Rings trilogy backwards. Not like on purpose, it was just sort of how it happened. Just sort of picked them in the wrong order. And there's a satellite channel, Sci-Fi, Banjo Kazooie 59 says, which basically has New Who on repeat all day. That's amazing. This was the first classic Doctor Who DVD I believe I ever collected. So very excited to have it here and be watching this story. Caleb says that I've seen seasons 1 to 10, first 3 from 11, 12, Terror of the Zygons, every story 14 except Face of Evil, The Robots Operation, that's so good. Seasons 18, 19, Modern or Dead, The Five Doctors, and Attack of the Cybermen. You're making your way through it. Nice. Patrick Sherwood says, Alex, if you could live in one place that the Doctor has been, where would you live? Oh, that's a great question. But, I mean, it would depend. Like, I would pick Earth if it meant, like, I could still be around my family and my friends. But if Earth isn't an option, I would do, either the Eye of Orion or Florana. Those sounded like amazing planets. But yeah, just a nice planet that isn't overrun by invaders all the time. To travel in time. I like how it's like, yeah, he just went back in time, got Leonardo to rustle up another 6. It's like, what? Yeah, the Eye of Orion is a star system. In Philip says, isn't it a star system? I think it is, but like whatever the planet they were on in the Five Doctors, that was very peaceful and looking at the Eye of Orion. I think that would be what I would choose. Tom Baker on location, just the best thing. Whose book says, "Who's getting the Power of the Dalek Special Edition? I pre-ordered it on Blu-ray." Right? It's not on pre-order yet, but it would be cool. Jay McKishan says, "Nowadays it's Who on BritBox. Amazing, right? Right? BritBox is so cool. I'm glad that it's available now in the US and the UK." Da-da. I love how the Doctor just takes control of a room. He's just so alien. And like, it's great. What are you guys thinking of the episode so far? Caleb says, "I had to stop watching Disney Plus so I could come watch this." Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Thanks for hanging out. What were you watching on Disney Plus? Some Star Wars? Mandalorian? Aaron Raven says, "I'm still waiting for The Curse of Fatal Death on DVD. Have you seen it?" Curse of Fatal Death? Yes, I have seen it, but on YouTube and stuff. It's not out on DVD yet. I think I have a custom VHS of it that I got as part of a lot. Aiden Phillips says, "Yeah, I stopped my family watching The Rise of Skywalker for this." Oh my gosh! That's amazing. That's wow. Well, I hope you guys can enjoy the rest of it. That's so amazing. Oh My Dinosaur says, "Loving it." It's a great episode. Oh My Dinosaur says, "Oh hey, the news announcer is Peter Halliday. All the voiceover stuff in this is the existing guest cast, but I've never noticed that before." Whose book says Mr. Bean playing the Doctor. That needs to be an official thing. Like Rowan Atkinson as the Doctor needs to happen. Caleb Smith says, "I was watching a zoo series by National Geographic. That sounds amazing. I love me a good nature documentary." The poor Doctor just running back and forth. Scaroth was one of the great classic Who monster reveal cliffhangers. Hallam says, right? Such a great reveal. Aiden Phillips says Scarleone's costume is absolutely lush, right? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Ooh. What a cliffhanger! Oh my gosh! That was wild. Poor Kerensky. Julie Patterson's sorry I got caught up because Tony called. Lol. Yeah, I hope he's all right. I ignored that, but all right. We're gonna start part 3 in 5 minutes. Part 4 in 5 minutes. Wow, time flies when you're having fun. We're gonna start part 5. If I could speak, part 4 in 5 minutes. Uh, part 4 in 5 minutes. We'll be watching it at half past. It's 3:30 for me EST, 7:30 BST. We will watch part 4. Caleb Smith says, my dream life, bed, essential oils, my DVD collection, and junk food. Wow, I'm so glad you are enjoying yourself right now. Banjo Kazooie 59 says, Road 10, great idea. I've made DVDs for some missing episodes and I'm currently doing the Ultimate Adventure. Nice. Julie Patterson says, Caleb Smith, that sounds great. Lol, the more junk food, the better, right? Karen Carter says, shame on Tony. Julie says, right. I'm sure he had a good reason. I've been doing so many live streams at this point. It's like more often there's a live stream going on than not. How time flies when watching City of Death. Aiden Phillips says, right? Right? I'm probably going to have to head off at the start of part 4. I have something at 9 and I need to go for a bath before that. I might be back before the episode ends though. Okay, awesome. Well, we'll be going until probably right until 4 EST and then 9 BST. Just as a matter of an announcement, I'm afraid that I've double booked myself for the Girl in the Fireplace live stream. I've got the quiz, the virtual Doctor Who pub quiz. Great Twitter quiz that goes on Wednesdays, and that is happening at before the event. So it's gonna keep going on. It'll probably end in time to jump onto like watch a live stream, but to set it all up and stuff, it's just going to be a lot. So I'm going to have to cancel the Girl in the Fireplace live stream. I'll do my best to live tweet about it, but I think that we're going to have to skip that, and then we'll be doing the Three Doctors on Saturday though. So we'll have a Saturday live stream. And then we'll see about if we want to make up for the stream at some other time. Julie Patterson says, our families are just messing up our streams. Lol. Is there an age thing for the pub quiz? Reptens All Sorts says, no, not that I am aware of. It's not because it doesn't actually take place in a pub, so there's no there's no age limit there. It's Doctor Who fans. You can ask to be a part of it. It's a lot of fun. I would recommend. Yeah, oh no, whose book says that's fine, you can't do everything. Oh my dinosaur. Yeah, it's gonna be a little too crazy. I want to support some other live streams as well that are going to be going on. I think the Who Addicts are going to be doing a classic live stream there too. So there's just a lot going on that evening. So, but I hope that you guys can all still enjoy the episode. And I love the Three Doctors, right? I hope you can make it to the Three Doctors on Saturday. We'll be live streaming that. Caleb Smith says, how weird, my phone and computer are at the same percentage. Wow, what percentage is that? They're synced up. We'll see how long each one lasts. Alex, would you love to see the Jaggeroth return in the new series? Patrick Sherwood says, right? I would love it. I would love it. Although I'm not sure. Well, you'll see. I guess someone else in the Who crew could do a live stream if anyone wanted to. No pressure. Reptens All Sorts. Yes. Let me know if you're going to do a live stream, because I will. I'll promote that because yeah, I'm going to have to cancel on that live stream. Oh, I don't like to, but it's there's some other good things going on. 1 minute, T-minus 1 minute until we start part 4. Caleb Smith says 38%. All right, all right. I hope you can get charged soon. Julie Patterson says, my computer won't work unless it's plugged in. Sadly, it doesn't hold charge. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. That's right. Hopefully, get to see you on Saturday and definitely be watching The Three Doctors on DVD. Sadly, not get the season on Blu-ray. Yeah. I'm very much looking forward to The Three Doctors this Saturday. And, yeah, sadly, no Girl in the Fireplace live stream. All right, it's 3:30. Hit play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Part 4. Hit play now. There we go. Brilliant theme. RebTemps also says, how hard are the questions? Since I haven't seen all of Classic Who, they are rather like they don't pull their punches with the questions. Like I barely keep up. But yeah, I would. It's it's a great fun time, and it's not there's nobody. Nobody's like makes you feel bad for not knowing an answer or whatever. And recently they've been doing teams, so that's cool too. It's not just up to you. So this last week was teams of 2, and teams of 2, and then this week it'll be teams of 3. So you're not quite on your own. But man, they do ask like some questions are easier than others, but some of them are like, whew, I have no idea, Patrick Stewart says, I'm in the quiz. I cannot wait to keep my second place in the quiz. Or maybe get to first place. That's amazing. Yeah, right? Last week, my team got to joint second place. And I just hope to not come last, I guess, with whatever team I put with next. It would be amazing to just... I want to pull my weight, Which I felt like we had a good balance with my team once I finally got into a team. So yeah, that was good. That was a lot of fun. Whose Book says, I'm going to watch The Girl in the Fireplace on my Series 2 Blu-ray. That sounds amazing. Steelbook. Aiden Phillips says, no, it stopped working. Oh no. Oh no. Kayla Smith says, charging now. I had to unplug my essential oil diffuser to plug in my computer. Choices. It's hard to know which one, It's just... that's. I hope that you're able to keep watching, and I'm glad you can at least do that. I bought Series 2 on Blu-ray specifically for #Clockdown. Aiden Phillips, that's amazing. The First Doctor is delicious. The First Doctor is deliciously mean in The Three Doctors. Kara Garter says, yes. The First Doctor in The Three Doctors and the Five Doctors always seems to know the most about what's going on, which is great because he's the youngest. Yeah, it's working again, Aiden Phillips says, but I'm behind. Yes, we are 2.5 minutes into part 4. Oh, the ending of this is so great. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's great. Ta-da. This is a cool idea, being split throughout history. What do we have to thank the Jaggeroth for, Douglas Adams is such a great writer. And Philip says, right? I love that they integrated the model into this artwork, the shot of the model, and then this lovely floor, Jaggeroth, and then like that incredible door with the vortex. It's very creative artwork, which is just made slightly smaller in this release, but it's quite cool. I would love to be in a team with you for the quiz, but All depends on who we were put with. I think we could win the quiz if we were together. Patrick Short, that'd be amazing. Yeah, you can message the either Callum or Adam who run the quiz or the directly to the quiz. You can message him on Twitter and ask to be put in a team with me. I've already said that I'm down with anybody, so I've already messaged them. But definitely, if you can, that would be great. I had no idea you were in the quiz. That's amazing. Karen Carter says, people don't forget, if you don't own The Girl of the Fireplace, check on Amazon. They've been making the stories free on the day. That is very true. If it's amazing that you can get those stories on for free on Amazon Prime. You can buy them for free the day of if you don't have the episode. So yeah. Aiden Phillips says, I love the spaceship model. I wish character had released a playset like the Centauran pod, right? That would be amazing. Whose book says, what is everyone's favorite 12th Doctor series? Mine is series 10. Ooh. The series 10 finale, I mean, it's got to be that for me. But series 9, I love the beginning, like the Zygon two-parter. I love the Davros two-parter in series 9. I've got a soft spot for that. I love the reels in the back. So not dated. Caleb says, snacking on salt and vinegar Pringles. That sounds amazing. Comment down below if you're having tea or drinking anything or snacking on anything. Julia Patterson says, Karen Carter, that is so cool. I didn't realize. Yeah, they do make them free the day of, which is so cool for most of them, and they've been doing it lately. And yeah, oh yeah. We have series 10, 11, and 12 that we bought as they came out. Maybe even series 9, but they are no longer free on Amazon, so it's very cool to see for these watchdowns, these lockdown watch-throughs. They make them free the day of, which is so cool. Julia Patterson says, salt and vinegar is my favorite flavor of chips. I like it. Sour cream and onion. I'm with Banjo-Kazooie. Have to agree with you, but for Pringles, the sour cream and onion is the best. I like a good sour cream and onion. And Philip says, I'm starving. Right? Right? I've just got seltzer. Caleb Smith is excited about salt and vinegar. Says, yes, Julia, I think I can get along with you. That's awesome. Karen Carter says, I have Mountain Dew with the state of Tennessee on the bottle. Nice. Greetings, oh, citizens of the internet. I Exist says, it's welcome. We're watching City of Death. It's one of the best Doctor Who stories of all time. Banjo-Kazooie59, Julia Patterson says, I wish I could eat sour cream and onion, but sadly I can't eat dairy anymore. Yeah, that's a good flavor, but sadly it's salt and pepper. Hallam says, yeah, right. Kettle cooked chips are the best, and salt and pepper, salt and vinegar, good flavors. Jelly babies are the best Doctor Who snack to have, especially when watching a Tom Baker episode. But sadly, I have to order those on Amazon. What does this seltzer actually taste like? This is raspberry seltzer, and mostly it tastes like water, but better than tap water. So not very good with the not really very flavorful. Oh, Duggan. Julie Patterson says, ooh, salt and pepper are great too. Yeah, it's like carbonated water with a slightly fruity flavor. Julia says, yeah, that's basically what, yeah. Yeah, I just assumed everyone knew what seltzer tasted like, but it's I shouldn't have. Yeah, I get it now. Who's says, what is everyone's favorite biscuit? Mine is custard creams and jammy Dollagers. They're 11 and 13's favorite biscuits. Oh, those are good options. I like anything with chocolate and peanut butter. Not that you would necessarily find that in a biscuit, but just as snacks and candy in general. Chocolate, peanut butter, salt and peanut butter. Ah! Oh! The poster is down. Oh boy. Fixing Capaldi. Capaldi has just attacked me. I think he wants me to live stream one of his episodes. Sometimes they're called tonic water too, Julie Patterson says. Karen Carter, I loved those when I was a kid. Oh, Cool Ranch Doritos. Yes. Those are good. I love Odie's. Aiden Phillips says. Banjo Kazooie 59 says, mine is bourbon or chocolate digestives. Oh boy. Somebody's angry. Karen Carter says, Thin Mints. Caleb Smith says, it's live? What is live? 12 wants to watch City of Death, Newsbook says, right? I think I got in the way. Julia Patterson says, has anyone tried cookie butter? Don't know if it's an American thing. My roommates are obsessed. I haven't tried it, Julia. I need some, though. Attack of the Capaldi. Aiden Phillips says, yes, you saw it here first. I waited until I had lulled myself into a false sense of security. Last of the Jaggeroth. You were alive when it fell. Oh yes. Oh, it's live. It's alive. I get you. Yes, the poster is alive. Aiden Phillips says, Julia, I had cookie dough at a shopping center and it made me feel sick. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. It's not the intended result. We are 12 minutes into part 4. The mask coming off. Oh, wow. I love that cut from actor to mask that doesn't really look like the actor. But hey, it's great. I think I've seen one Scaroth cosplay, but that's an amazing cosplay. I kind of want to do one now. I have no idea how you do the mask, though. It would get hot at a con. He looks like he's made of green ramen noodles, Julia says. Tom Baker needs to be in this live stream, right? Right? That would be amazing. I wouldn't be able to I would just be so in awe. Aiden Phillips says, I'm sorry you had to die. TARDIS Monkey said before watching The Three Doctors, the lovely Katie Manning is going to send a video message whose book says, that's going to be so much fun. I didn't know that. Katie Manning is the sweetest, Julie Patterson says. Katie Manning asked a bonus question in the quiz last week, and that was really just adorable. So sweet. He's so polite for an alien, Aiden Phillips says, right? Everybody is so polite in this. And also, at times, not polite. Duggan? Right. Stand back again. It's great. He's great. The zoom in. Danger. Caleb Smith says, I had a dream one time that Tom Baker was my substitute teacher and I'm the only one who knew who he was. Oh, wow. What was he teaching? Duggan! Banjo Kazooie 59 says. Whose book says, I really wanted to meet Katie Manning and she's one of my favorite companions. She's really, I've just, from what I've seen from videos and heard from people who matter, she's just amazingly nice and wonderful. Hallam says, I don't think this one ever got the Modern Effects Special Edition treatment, did it? No, it didn't. I don't think it needs it really since it's so earthbound and shot on location, right? You now see me as I truly am. World history, Caleb says. That makes sense. Time traveler, world history. This is one of the biggest time hops we've seen in an episode to 400 million years earlier. That sword decoration on the wall is just beautiful. Everyone who has met Katie on my dinosaur says that she's just the nicest possible person, right? I love these scenes running through Paris. Get Big Fish to make a Duncan series, whose book says, right? A Duggan series. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Just running through these streets. And I love how that's just like, those are real, like, people on the streets. Like, they didn't shut down all of Paris to have their own extras. It's just, people just saw the Doctor and Romano running down the streets. Is no one interested in history? Caleb Smith says, have you ever seen Faulty Towers? Yes. Love it. Ah! Yes! Oh my gosh, it's John Cleese. Julia says, OMG, our family's seen every episode. My parents love that show, right? But it's just John Cleese. This is the best. Oh my gosh. That is so much fun. Oh my gosh. Banjo Kazooie 59 on that topic. Has anyone seen Red Dwarf? I think my dad saw it, but I haven't seen it. The Patrick Sherwood says, I love Tom Baker. I've met him 4 times. He was great all the time. That's amazing. How lucky. 4 times. I'd settle for once at this point. Just once. At least. Exquisite, Aiden Phillips says, is my review of City of Death. Right? Caleb Smith, yes, Julia. Speaking of Faulty Towers, I had actually written this comment before the scene, and I forgot John Cleese was in it. What a coincidence. Julia says that's great lol, right? That's a spaceship. How clever. This is great. One of the earliest moments in Doctor Who history. And history in Doctor Who. Whose books? What is everyone's favorite comedy show? Mine is Mrs. Brown's Boys. That show is just funny. I love Mr. Bean. Best comedy show. A lot of good ones. Julie says I don't watch a ton of comedy, but I really like Parks and Rec. I haven't seen. I don't think a full episode of that. Doctor. Oh, the showdown. Banjo Kazooie 59 says, this reminds me of the scene where Q brings Picard back to the start of humanity. Caleb Smith says, I love Lucy. Nice, that's a good one. This is so cool. High stakes. That was possibly the most important punch in history. Brilliant. Dog meme, good to see you here. I'm so... Oh, no. You missed the start again. Oh, we'll have to get you here at the right at the right time one of these times. Oh, but I'm so glad you stopped by. Helen says, Duggan, savior of the human race. Oh my gosh, brilliant, brilliant. Model shot again. That we get to see, just use it twice, why not? It's a great shot. Those sparks went real close to the camera. The most important punch in history, Aiden Phillips says. Right? Whose books are you watching it in your Whoseum? No, my Whoseum is too far away from the Wi-Fi for me to live stream from there, sadly. So I have to be plugged in. So I'm actually closer to the old Whoseum than I am to the new one. But I love my new Whoseum. Oh, this is brilliant. That's great. The Mona Lisa is a fake. Ye olde Whoseum. Aiden Phillips says, right? Great writing in this final scene with Duggan. You can't hang a fake in the Louvre, Julia says. Right? It's amazing. A Duggan spin-off series. We need it. I like how they turn around. Bye-bye, Duggan. The best way to find out where you've come from, Banjo Kazooie 59 quotes, is to find out where you're going and work backwards. Just brilliant. Such an amazing zoom. So amazing. There we have it. Bye-bye, Duggan. Bye-bye, City of Death. So good to watch such an amazing episode of Doctor Who. What did you all think? It's been so lovely to spend this time with all of you. You guys are the best. It's a thrill to have Julia in the house. I don't think we started without her once. Oh, so good to watch great Doctor Who with all of you. It's an iconic one. It's a classic one. What story would you like to see us live stream next for classic Doctor Who? Caleb Smith says 9 out of 10. Aiden Phillips says such a great story. For me, this is 10 out of 10. This is the peak. Julia says, yay. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. Thank you guys all so much for watching. You're amazing. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you to Oh My Dinosaur, Julia Patterson, Banjo Kazooie 59, Caleb Smith, Aiden Phillips, Patrick Sherwood. You guys are all amazing. Thank you for hanging out. Dog Meme, good to have you. Banjo Kazooie 9.5 out of 10, still one of my favorite stories. Julia Patterson says, thanks for having me. I actually kept up, lol. It was lovely being here for a whole live stream. Oh My Dinosaur says, right. Patrick Sherwood says, love it when Tom shouts, bye-bye, Duggan, right? It's so much fun. Good to have everybody here. Thank you all for hanging out. You're the best. Until I see you in the next live stream, which will be on Saturday, as well as the next video, then I will see you then. Keep growing your knowledge collection and connection with other Doctor Who fans, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Bye-bye.